pilot, dog. Look at my eyes, I'm tired, dog. The time that it takes, I made for the space. Gotta build my empire, dog. I make sales, not a buyer, dog. He don't compare, he a liar, dog. Stack it up till it can't fold, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10, gotta go, huh? Stack it up till it can't fold, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10, gotta go, huh? Go, 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 huh? Go, huh? Go, huh? Go, go, go. Get off your phone, can't sit at a green light. Look how that shine reflect like a ring light. This is my podium, talking to 3 mics. I'm not no Renner, have they the team winning. If I said it, you know that I'm in it. They tryna live on the corner, I bend it. Can't take those chances, ain't talking about bend it. When they too lazy, they talking like critics. Why you so mad? Go get a bag. I'm in the lab, I don't move the same. Off of the pass, for back in my lane. I cannot sit in one place like a stain. Sharing that paper like ripping the page. I'm gonna be the last one to remain. Walk with the nearest, I'm spitting that flame. Hop out the cycle like it ain't a thing. Doing them heels, we running up. Hotel bar after the gig. Something to sip and getting drunk. But a case hold, baby, we gonna dip. Was I bad in them apartments? Started hitting the target. Started flooding the market. Started moving smarter until it runs about the garden. Stack it up till it can't fold, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10, gotta go, huh? Stack it up till it can't fold, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10, gotta go, huh? Go, 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 huh? Go, huh? Go, huh? Go, go, go. Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift. Rolling all night like flex. We look at the clips, these credits are lit. Stacking miles, I'm far away from home. I got what I wished for. Taking that risk, I'm checking my list. Marathon man, it's run legit. Can't let it slip when it's all in my grip. Talking too much, he probably not it. All that I did, calls I missed, time I spent. Yeah, that's that blood, sweating my love. Checking that tug, out of the mud. Bro, probably get picked up like a truck. Win in the clutch, that is a must. Wake up, get to it, ain't nothing about it. The only way to it is do it, no way around it. Before that we cruising like the Caribbean with mileage. I'ma always be solid, I'm a young brother with knowledge. Go do the science, dog. Always I'm like a pilot, dog. Look at my eyes, I'm tired, dog. The time that it takes, I made for the space. Gotta build my empire, dog. I make sales, not a buyer, dog. He don't compare, he a liar, dog. Stack it up till it can't fold, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10, gotta go, huh? Stack it up till it can't fold, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10, gotta go, huh? Go, 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 huh? Go, huh? Go, huh? Go, go, go. Get off your phone, can't sit at a green light. Look how that shine reflect like a ring light. This is my podium, talking to 3 mics. I'm not no Renner, have they the team winning. If I said it, you know that I'm in it. They tryna live on the corner, I bend it. Can't take those chances, ain't talking about bend it. When they too lazy, they talking like critics. Why you so mad? Go get a bag. I'm in the lab, I don't move the same. Off of the pass, for back in my lane. I cannot sit in one place like a stain. Sharing that paper like ripping the page. I'm gonna be the last one to remain. Walk with the nearest, I'm spitting that flame. Hop out the cycle like it ain't a thing. Doing them heels, we running up. Hotel bar after the gig. Something to sip and getting drunk. But a case hold, baby, we gonna dip. Was I bad in them apartments? Started hitting the target. Started flooding the market. Started moving smarter until it runs about the garden. Stack it up till it can't fold, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10 in a row, huh? I just did 10, gotta go, huh? Stack it up till it can't fold, huh? I just did 10 in a row.
Whatever. This is a show, I guess. I guess I'm live. I guess there's some people here. People are watching. Okay. Hey, people who are watching. I guess we're gonna talk about wrestling for a little bit. I don't know what date it is. I guess so. My backpack's back there. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about some wrestling, I guess. I don't really want to be here. I don't want to do this, but I will because all of you wonderful people have tuned in to the greatest professional wrestling stream on the interweb. Welcome back to Big Ohm Live, Orange Cassidy edition. Hopefully you guys like that bit. Comment which wrestler you want to see me mimic next time. Let's see if we can get past the copyright gods with that one. Welcome everyone. This is Big Ohm Live, the most interactive wrestling stream on the interweb, and we've got a lot to get into, so much to talk about, so much to say. It is AEW All in London week. The biggest show of the year is upon us, and we are gonna talk about all of the wonderful news that I know you thankless mother just want to talk about. We're gonna talk about AEW Wembley Stadium ticket updates. Ribshot says all in ticket sales update. I just bought 2. You and me both, brother. I bought them on the stream the other day. We do Penta next. I just did Penta. But we'll talk about all in Wembley ticket sales. Where are those at? Where are those looking like? And what's the latest and greatest on that? We're also going to get into the biggest news of the day. AEW has announced its first official show in Paris, France. Grand Slam France is coming to you live on October 6th. Well, on a tape delay on October 6th. And we'll talk about all of that and so much more. Why they're choosing France, what this means for AEW and their international marketability, and all that other jazz. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. If you're just joining us, welcome. Be sure to smash that thumbs up so as many people as possible see this stream. Subscribe. Hit that like button, all that jazz. Become a member or leave a super chat. Those really help the channel out. You guys can help make sure the channel continues to grow at the rate it needs to, is all I will say. But go check that out. Become a member for $5 a month. That's all it costs you, and you get to support your favorite weirdo wrestling content creator. Would you rather Ilya debut at All In or Grand Slam? I would do it at All In. It should be All In. Good evening, Omar. How is your French, sir? Je parle un peu français. Je ne rien pas. I don't know. I don't speak that well. Je ne sais pas. I know enough to order my entrees at a restaurant. That's about it. Orange Cassidy, the greatest international champion of all time. I'm pretty sure I would agree with that. Is the recap from the Wrestle Vibe stream? No, we already did the recap from the Wrestle Vibe stream. That was terrible. I agree. I never said I was good. Listen, it's France, dog. It's France. You want to talk about Napoleon? Yeah, what are you going to do? Wait, what did you say earlier? You said France needs a Napoleon. That's what I'm here for. Oh, so you're here to lose another war? Okay. Does he know I knew it was a black screen. What's up, Omer Cassidy? Do you and Orange Cassidy have the same father or something? That would be crazy. That would be nuts, wouldn't it? But no, Orange Cassidy and I do not share parentage. Very impressive start in French. No, yeah, it was an impressive start. We did not stick the landing. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about, guys. Get your questions in the chat. You guys want to leave a super chat. It's the best way to ensure your question or comment gets read out and answered on the air. We didn't get any drama news this August leading up to All In. Yes, no arrests, no fights, no one got kicked out backstage, none of that, it seems. And it's probably going to be a bit of a drama-free All In season. And right as I say that, I'm sure news will be breaking in the middle of the stream because that's just how things go in the wacky, wild world of professional wrestling. But we got to talk about All In. We got to talk about all that stuff. Oh, God. Ennis Cantor is on my screen again. I opened Twitter. The first thing I see is Ennis fucking Cantor. I hate that motherfucker so much, bro. Brother would go through all of this, like, routine. He would go through all of this trouble to, number one, take any shine that the WNBA currently has away from the women who are actually competing, and then also do it for such a bullshit cause like transphobia. My brother, Ennis Cantor, use your platform to talk about something real, like Palestine. Oh, wait, never mind. You can't talk about Palestine, right? Because you're already sucking off like the Israeli government every chance you get. It's fucking sickening, bro. Fucking sickening, Ennis Cantor. Like what a brother, I've never seen a more obvious CIA plant in my life. Brother's out here taking pictures with the CIA director. This dude is like out here like I have never seen a more direct CIA plant than Ennis Cantor. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck Ennis Cantor. What a fucking bitch. Anyway, you know who's not a bitch? You wonderful people. You know who else is not a bitch? The man, the myth, the legend, Ilya Dragunov. So Tony Khan did an interview with the one and only Will Gavin of Talk Sport. And in that, he said, if I am CIA, I am not seeing a penny of that money. I wish I was getting that clout. No, I don't. Fuck the CIA too. But Ennis Cantor was... Sorry, not Ennis Cantor. Ilya Dragunov. Jesus Christ. Ilya Dragunov was mentioned during an interview Tony Khan did with Will Gavin. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
In the Ilya Dragunov rumors, now that he's left WWE, is he someone that you cover? Is he somebody you'd be interested in bringing to AEW?
Well, I can't speak about the contractual status of wrestlers outside of the promotion because I don't know everyone's contract. There's no way for me to keep track of all that. But I do know that that's a great wrestler. That's somebody that is a very excellent athlete and somebody that has competed at a very high level and somebody who I respect eminently. So I am a big admirer of his and will always be on the lookout to see what happens with him.
So Tony, I want to be clear about this, was giving this grin the entire time. I didn't play the video because I don't want to mess with the copyright gods twice in one stream. But he was grinning ear to ear throughout this. He was very happy talking about Ilya Dragunov. So yeah, I think it is a more than a foregone conclusion that the moment that Tony is allowed to sign Ilya Dragunov will be all elite. I think that should be the expectation amongst many people. And I think it makes all the sense in the world. I spoke about this in a video essay I did for Wrestle Vibes. Go check that out if you have not. But in that video essay, I mentioned kind of the AEW archetype. And in my view, like Ilya Dragunov is probably the best next phase of the AEW archetype wrestler in that he doesn't just do all of the technical stuff that you want an AEW wrestler to do. He can have great matches, obviously. But when he's having a match, he knows how to tell a story. He knows how to make it look like he is hurting people, that he is actually trying. And, I haven't seen, there's not a lot of wrestlers who can do it well. Like, you have wrestlers who are really good, baby faces. You have wrestlers who are really good at that fire aspect of it. But Ilya Dragunov genuinely looks like he is fighting. Like he is fighting every single moment that he is in that ring. And not many have been able to do that in a very believable way. Obviously, not trying to bring glorify this person at all, but like Chris Benoit was someone who did that very well in his time, and it is why, like, at the time he was regarded as like one of the best to do, like, technical wrestlers there was. And it's because he had that unique technical style of like making it look like he was fighting. And I think in that respect, Ilya Dragunov like does that very well. Bret Hart is another one. who was very good at that. So I believe that like they are gonna get a guy who's, in my view, going to do things that people are not going to expect. I think Ilya Dragunov will be a pretty undeniable star once he gets to All Elite Wrestling. You can put money on that. I'm not saying he's going to be the world champion or anything like that right off the bat, but I do think that he will make a considerable impact when he does sign with AEW. Assuming he signs with AEW. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know whether or not he's going to sign. But that was an interesting thing that I saw. By the way, shout out to the people in Ottawa, Ontario, who are sitting through like a double taping of Raw and SmackDown as well as a main event this week. Y'all are the real heroes. That is crazy work. That is crazy. You're going to be at that show for like 6 hours. In case you're wondering why Monday Night Raw played at like 6 p.m. Eastern time, that's why. Since Dune's Day is coming in 4 months, will Warner Brothers Pictures and Marvel be paying him for marketing both films this December, and any AEW wrestlers cosplay as He-Man and Doctor Doom? I doubt it. I don't think that AEW will be doing anything in regards to Marvel anytime soon because of their partnership and affiliation with DC and WBD. So, don't believe that is going to happen. Ottawa is so boring. Tell me how boring it is. I've never been to Ottawa. Is it just like because I mean, like I've been to Toronto. I've been to Mississauga. I've been to, what is that other town across from Detroit? It's not London, is it? It's something else. Let's see. Let's go on a map here. I'll show you where everywhere in Canada Big Om has been. Okay, so we're looking at a map here, right? So we got, okay, Big Om has been to Niagara. Big Om has been to Hamilton. Shout out to the good people of Hamilton, Ontario. Big Om has, not London. What is it? Windsor, I think it's called? Windsor! Yes, Big Om has been to Windsor. And Big Om has been to Mississauga, Toronto. So where is Ottawa? Where is Ottawa, people? Okay, oh shit, it's all the way up here. So Ottawa is all the way up here. So it's still in Ontario. It's still in Ontario. Okay. But then you got Montreal over here, and you got the Quebecers, okay? And I know they're rowdy over there. They're trying to the Quebecers are trying to secede. Shout out, you know where I need to go? Vancouver. That's where all the homies are at. Yeah, that's where all the homies are at. That's where all my brown brothers and sisters are at. But by the way, speaking of Vancouver homies, shout out to the Wrestling Classic. Shout out to the Wrestling Classic. Shout out to Justin. What's Toronto, Canada like? It is. It's kind of like Chicago. I don't know if you've ever been to Chicago. It kind of reminds me in a way of Chicago, just like Canada's version of it. Do you see AEW doing a show in Madison Square Garden? Not anytime soon. Not anytime that WWE is going to be running shows there. Like WWE has basically like blocked them out of ever running in MSG. Obviously, things can change. Never say never. All that jazz. Like that. It is professional wrestling. So like, I mean, anything could happen. At the end of the day, though, it's like all dependent on whether or not WWE is going to renew their whatever agreement they currently have with Madison Square Garden. If they do decide to renew that agreement, then of course the AEW is going to be blocked out. If not, then the door is open. And we know that MSG has held shows there before. We know that or held other wrestling shows there before. Like there was a show that had 16,000 people there that was headlined by Jay White and Kazuchika Okada. So anything's possible. Ontario is so big, you could be driving 8 hours and still be in Ontario. That's crazy work. I'm from Chicago. All right. You're from Chicago. We love that. We love that. Shout out to Chicago. It's one of my favorite cities. Genuinely one of my favorite cities, period. I love Chicago. I love how like, locked in people are into the transit in Chicago. I love the CTA. It is, clunky, but it gets the job done. Shout out to the CTA. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to LSD. Only people from Chicago know what that is. Otherwise, you think that's a drug. Every international show from AEW called Grand Slam. Not every international show, because you have Wembley. You've had shows in Toronto. That's technically international. But if you want to get down to like, outside of, outside of like the London or the England colonies, sure. Outside of any of the former England colonies, 100%. AEW's shows are actually no, even including the England colonies, because Australia, I forgot. Yeah, Australia had Grand Slam. So outside of the UK, Canada, and the United States, sometimes, yeah, pretty much, and that's not bad. I mean, like, I think it follows a trend, like Grand Slam Mexico, Grand Slam France, like they're going with it. I'm fine with Tony Khan keeping the Queens in New York territory for wrestling venues, especially with this new soccer building coming next year in 2027. Yeah, I mean, I think we could have an announcement for All In next year pretty soon. I would expect them to try to capitalize on the buzz of Wembley this year, but I could very well see them, running that venue if it's available for All In next year. I think that's probably the most logical thing they could do. Is I think it's called Etihad Park, like run in Etihad Park, and like that's like a nice, like, what, 25,000 seat arena or stadium. Let me see. That's where like the new that's where like the New York Football Club is gonna play. Etihad Park. Yeah, it's like 25,000 seats, so it's like you generally fit around the same number of people that you did at the what is it, the Globe Life Field. It's a brand new facility. It's kind of like it is a very good venue, or going to be a very good venue for AEW to run a wrestling show out of. Hey everyone, we got any peeps in here? If you close your eyes, your life reveals. Yeah, we got some. Lucy in the Sky Diamonds is a song I don't listen to in 15 years. Listen, all right, cool. Omar, I heard you had to buy your tickets. Tony didn't fly you out in his private jet like last time, give you free pass tickets. Listen, if Tony Khan flew me out in my private jet, if Tony Khan flew me to England on his private jet, let me tell you something. The first thing I would do is vlog that. The only thing I would do is vlog that. The clicks, the content that I would create, the money I would generate from that, I don't care. Listen, I'm open with you guys. I tell you when I get tickets comp, which is not often. Like, I think in my life, it's like I've only used comp tickets like twice. And both those times it was like, like media pass thing. And I still bought my tickets to those shows. I still bought my tickets to all those shows. So like, I'm pretty, when it comes to shilling, I'm pretty bad, I guess, because I don't take advantage of any perks. There are no perks. Like, I mean, I don't want to get into it. Would you consider World's End one of AEW's big four pay-per-views? No. The big five are Revolution, Double or Nothing, Forbidden Door, AEW All In, and AEW All Out. Actually, no, sorry. Big six, I should say. There's big six. And then Full Gear. So it's technically big six. The big five would be All In, All Out, Full Gear, Revolution, and Double or Nothing. You're going to All In? Yes, myself and Kenneth Bomington are going to All In. It's gonna be a crazy time. Kenny has never been across the pond, and I'm gonna show him around. It's gonna be, and if you think we're not, you got another thing coming. I understand it's just competition, but at the same time, do you think it's kind of strange that the number 2 promotion is prospering? Meanwhile, their supposed number 1 is prospering. Oh my goodness, did I not read that right? I need to drink coffee. What the fuck is wrong with me? Prospering. I cannot believe it. Prospering. That's crazy. This is what happens when you're staring at a screen all day. You don't drink coffee. You're just like locked. Oh, that was so embarrassing. It's okay. I have embarrassing moments all the time. But do I think it? I mean, it's not like WWE is wanting for money. I mean, TKO certainly is. TKO certainly is because they want to show growth. That's just their business model. They have to show growth quarter to quarter. That's just what it is. And I think because of that, they're not necessarily showing the growth that they want. And that's perceived as not doing well. The real issue with WWE, from a fan standpoint, is that the creative is dog shit and the show sucks. So in my view, right, I think it's important to it's important to take that into account if you're a fan. I mean, what does it say? It just says that one company cares about creative and one doesn't. I thought I was dyslexic till I met you. Hey, listen, brother. Prosoporing is wild. Oy vey. I cannot believe I did that. Whatever happened to Kero Valentine? If it's something personal, you don't have to say. Well, it is personal. Because Kero Valentine and I had a very, very public falling out. You know, I don't get along with Kero. I don't like Kero. I think Kero Valentine is a disgusting, despicable human being. I think that, he sucks eggs. I think that, Kero could do well with a shave. And I think that Kero Valentine needs to, stop talking to all the dirt sheets. I think Kero Valentine needs to just chill out, sit over there. He shares a bank account with his mother. That tells you everything you need to know about a man like Kero Valentine. The man shares a bank account with his mother. And I'm sorry if I sound like nasty. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm this bitter old man. I'm old, I'm hurt, I'm tired, and I work with fucking children like Kero Valentine. Don't even mention that name. Don't even mention that name to me. Kero Valentine. You know what? No, 10 toes down. Kero, if you see this, Kero, if you hear this, Kero, if you can hear the sound of my voice right now, bro, it's on sight when I see you. It's on sight. Nah, this isn't a wrestling promo. This is nah. This ain't brawl out. Nah. To quote the final boss, fuck that. This is real. Keep that camera rolling. Keep that camera on me. Kero, I want you. In the ring, that is. We're going to make it happen. We ride with you. Fuck Kero. Yo, that's crazy. He said, we ride with you. Fuck Kero. No, mostly. No, all jokes. I love Kero. I talk to Kero every day. I literally talk to Kero every day. He's good people. He's just chilling. He's chilling over there in Turkey. I always try to get him on the stream, but the hours don't work out with Kero. But yeah, no. Nothing but love to Kero. He's just living life, man. He's just living life. When I had him on, I actually did have him on a stream last year for SummerSlam. Like he and I watched SummerSlam together for a little bit. But yeah, no. Nothing but love to Kero. I love that man. He's the homie. How about you forgo AEW Dynasty next year and have a new pay-per-view, AEW All or Nothing, something between All In and Double or Nothing? I think that's a pretty good idea. You didn't have Tony besides you making faces. Oh yeah, Yeah, no, man, bro. I will never forget. I, I will never forget where I was when that shit went down. Like, I remember I mean, technically I was in the arena because I, I was at the show, right? And I was in the arena and waiting to get out. And, that those times the press conferences started, pretty much after the show. It was very shortly after. And I'm waiting for my Uber. I'm not going out yet. So I'm just like chilling, waiting. And like all that stuff goes down. I don't see it because my phone is at like what 3% by the end of the show. I didn't have a charger. So I was like, I need to get I need to get home. I need to get to my hotel. And what ended up happening was like I saw something on Twitter. It said, "Oh my goodness, what the fuck is happening at this press conference?" Basically, and I didn't see the video. I didn't see anything because again, my phone was at like 3%, and it took like an hour for this Uber to get here. So I'm like, just like fingers crossed that I'm gonna be able to find this Uber or whatever. And what ended up happening was I ended up like hiking up to the Marriott, which evidently was the Talent Marriott. I didn't realize this until a little later, but I ended up hiking to the Marriott that was up the road from the Now Arena over there in Schaumburg, Illinois, and I plugged in my phone there, and then I ordered my Uber, and I'm like scrolling through Twitter. I'm like, oh, what is happening? And like I don't have my headphones or anything like that, so I wasn't gonna play it in the hotel, but I just remember being like, oh, okay, maybe people are overreacting. But then I see like like SRS, Righteous Reg, all like being like, oh, this is bad, this is really bad. And by the time I get in my Uber, that's when I start to like really get down, and I'm like, oh my god, Punk crashed the fuck out. Like it was nuts. It was nuts. And then like I'm hearing things. I'm getting texts from people, other creators who were like, "Ooh, shit was not good." Like it was really not good. But no, that was a crazy time, man. And I even like I think I've done this before, but like I even like have that that video. Like I remember that night, my immediate reaction to it was, oh my god, I need to go post a freaking video and talk about this because this is like genuinely one of the biggest stories in pro wrestling, and it ended up being like the biggest story that I ever covered on this channel. Like to this day, like I think for a lot of people, right? Like CM Punk and the Brawl Out situation is genuinely like the biggest story that fed a lot of content creators. Like I don't even think I was monetized at the time. But it was like, it was the clicks, the views, subscribers, all like really came from that whole Brawl Out situation. Let me see if I can find it. CM Punk real take, because like it was just so crazy. All right, but yeah, I don't know if I can find it. Maybe I can't. I probably can't find it. Whatever. We don't know how to do that. But I mean, it was such a wild time. 5 things to improve on post All In for weekly TV. Immediately go into whatever your next story is for Will Ospreay, and make it big, make it impactful, make it meaningful. Don't rest on the laurels of coming out of Wembley like you have in the past. You need to come out with a banger show that highlights whoever the next challenger is. You have to debut people, do the whole 9. Redemption is not going away next year. They pay-per-view needs a name change and long-term storylines leading to redemption arc payoffs. I agree with that. That much I agree with. Max Caster's contract is running down. You think he jumps? Yeah, I think he ends up in NXT. That's my prediction. I don't think so. Oh. Tony firing Punk on the air was beast. Yo, you want to know the crazy thing? I was there when he did it. Let me see if I can find that, because that was also crazy. So it's crazy. I've like literally been. I was there for like every major CM Punk moment, other than like his fucking return in 2021. But I remember I was so it's another CM Punk. Where were you when I was in Chicago when Punk got fired? I remember that day because I was in town for All Out, and I was really looking forward to that strap match between him and Ricky. And I ended up seeing the news like right as I was leaving to go to Collision, because at that time they had Collision the night before, and they had it in the United Center. And I was really personally looking forward to going to Collision because I was like, "Oh my goodness, how are they gonna end up like, following up on this Punk stuff? Like, how is that gonna turn out?" And it turns out that, like, you know, Tony just said, "Okay, fuck it, I'm firing him, and I'm gonna do it, and people are gonna have to deal with whatever it is." Like that was not on my bingo card. So I remember, right, I'm in the shower, and I see the news: CM Punk, like, fired, not released, or like not cut, but fired by AEW. And during that, let me see if I can find this. Oh, here we go. So during that, like, I remember I get to the arena, and I'm just like, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna handle this? Like, is it gonna be like a situation where they just don't mention Punk, or what? And in the end, like, it ended up just being like Tony came out, and he did, and this happened weirdly twice, because if you were there in the arena, Tony came out and talked to you first. So Tony came out and talked to all of the fans in the arena first before whatever aired on TV aired. And we'll play a little bit of it here because I took a video. But you can hear he's getting booed. You can hear, like, people are kind of mad about it. But sorry. But, like, here we go. But, like, yeah, you can see here, like, so Tony is giving his whole speech here, and this is before Collision goes on the air, before he gives his big speech at the start of the show, and he sits down in front of the fans because he felt like it was important to address the fans who were in Chicago, who had paid money for tickets to see All Out and Collision, to tell them first and explain why. And it's essentially the same thing he said on TV, but it was crazy. It was surreal to hear that in a promo. Like, and everyone, including myself at first, I was like, is this a work? And, like, I ended up talking to people, and, like, it was made very clear to me that it was not a work, that he was legitimately gone, and he was. CM Punk was gone, because say what you want about, like, committing to the bit and all that kind of stuff. There's no way in the world that Tony Khan, given the way that he traditionally books wrestling, given the way that he traditionally books his storylines, there's just no way in the world that he would do something that carny. Like, there's some carny things that Tony would do. No, don't get me wrong. But that is just not the type of carny thing that Tony would do. He does not, like, because he's a wrestling fan, he does not like the idea of, like, working fans for their money, in that respect, So in that way, it's like, that would have been a no-go. Just like it's a no-go for me when I see 34 of you who are watching live and only 13 likes. How'd that happen? How'd we get there? Guys, smash that thumbs up if you haven't already. All you gotta do is hit that thumbs up. Let's build this community. The Ops just added Action Andretti. Leo Rush. Action Andretti has the potential to be Feud of the Year in Ring of Honor. I don't know if you're gonna get Feud of the Year in Ring of Honor in any respect, my guy. I can't watch Ring of Honor. I have a lot of respect for everyone there. I have a lot of respect, obviously, for Athena. Until Tony starts to give a shit about Ring of Honor, I can't be bothered. Have you noticed that Ospreay has not lost any All-In matches? That is true. He's not lost ever at All-In. He is undefeated. He has 3-0 at All-In. It'll be crazy if what if Will has a streak? What if they just give Will the streak? He's like, well, Ospreay, by God, he's 22-1. By God, I can't believe it. Avery Styles has defeated Will Ospreay. Oh, he is the 1-22-1. That would actually be nuts, bro. If MLW gets a TV deal with Channel Network besides Bein Sports, what day? I mean, I would. I mean, for their sake, I would hope it would be when there's no other wrestling on, because that's when they can thrive, or they're a streaming type deal. I said it before. Punk proved Vince McMahon right. He literally got everything he wanted. He went to AEW and he was treated like the top guy, and he failed miserably from mental capacity. I think Mox, even in his in the final promo package for the Mox and CM Punk fight, which it's crazy. I have this video essay that I recorded that I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day, because I don't even know if it's still it's still saved in my Premiere, because I just never got around to editing it. But I have this video essay where I talk for 20 minutes about that match and how it's like the most overlooked match in AEW history. Because it was a really good match. It was a really good match. Mox Punk All Out 22. And yeah, I just remember in the lead up to that match, Mox cut this promo on Punk where he said, CM, what did he say? He said, it was, take a long, hard look at CM Punk, because you're not going to be seeing him anymore. Fragile mind, fragile body, fragile ego. The most cryptic and insane thing that he could have said in that moment, because it literally happened. Mox predicted the downfall of Punk in AEW. I'm curious if we get a Casino Women's Gauntlet announcement in Glasgow. I don't think they'll do it on the same show. I think they'll do it on a different show. I could see them doing a Casino Women's Gauntlet at Grand Slam Paris, which we will talk about. Dragunov showing up in the Casino Gauntlet match. I think he wins it. I think Dragunov wins it. Redemption would be great if MJF versus Kenny Omega. We all knew Beach Break Special Free Dynamite was a better show than the Redemption pay-per-view. Oh, 100%. But I like that. Avery still hasn't set up chairs. Well, he works for TNA now, so he doesn't have many chairs to set up. Sorry. Shout out to everyone in TNA except Moose. All right? I want to be clear about that. Shout out to my homies over there in TNA. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get hurt one day. But you guys want to talk about this big AEW news? AEW Paris? No Texas. Let's talk about it. AEW Grand Slam France. So I missed this, and ironically enough, Caro Valentine, of all people, brought this to my attention because I was at work when this broke. But AEW, let's get TK off the screen. That could have been very bad. But AEW announced for the first time ever, they will be emanating from Paris, France. This is the first ever AEW show in Europe outside of the UK. They will be emanating from Paris, France, AEW Grand Slam France on a Tuesday, October 6th. So, interesting note, they are going to be there on a Tuesday instead of a regular Wednesday show. I don't know whether or not that is because they plan to have a special Tuesday air date for this show, or if it's simply just going to air the next day. Probably that. But here's the full press release. All Elite Wrestling today announced AEW Grand Slam France will take place live from the Adidas Arena in Paris on Tuesday, October 6th. This marks the first time in history an AEW event will be held in Paris, or in France, and it will be in Paris. AEW Grand Slam France will feature tapings of both AEW Dynamite and AEW Collision at the Adidas Arena and feature the biggest stars from AEW in action. Tickets for Grand Slam, blah, 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 whatever. But it's a big news, a big announcement. It's going to be a big show. The arena itself holds about 9,000 people for concerts, to give you an estimate. Omer, you should go. I am not going. No. Listen. Shout out to all the French fans, if there are any. assuming there are any. French people don't seem to like my kind, but or I should say the French government doesn't seem to like my kind. But regardless, I will not be attending this show. Number one, because I'm not big. I don't really want to go to Paris again. I just went to Paris. Okay, it was fine. Food was kind of shit. It's like that old. I need to get stats. I need to get the soundboard out. The soundboard is here. I gotta say to set up. But it's like kind of like Paris. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. So yeah, I think that I will not be here there. The other reason it's on a Tuesday. I would have to take like a good amount of time off from work. I'm not doing that. Not for Grand Slam. Wembley, I'm already taking a couple of days off to go to Wembley. So can't be doing that. The cold brew, roll tide. Yeah, Paris is garbage, but outside of that, France is really good. The countryside I've heard is very nice. I'm calling it now. Offsprings, the next challenger, going to be Moxley. Moxley will win the gauntlet but lose the Continental title. It'd be crazy if Mox loses the Continental title and then enters the gauntlet. That big Roman Reigns. You guys remember it was what was it? It was 2017. It was 2017. Roman loses loses in his challenging of the World Championship in the first match of the night. And then lines up like number 29 or number 30 in the Royal Rumble. And I'm just like, how did that happen? How did that happen? How was that allowed to happen? Could you see AEW ever run a pay-per-view special event in Japan? They technically have. They held Wrestle Dynasty co-promoted with New Japan Pro Wrestling and CMLL back in early 2025. That was where Kenny had his big return match. I don't think they would ever do like a standalone pay-per-view though, like an AEW branded pay-per-view there. I think it would be in partnership in some way, shape, or form with New Japan. Post all-in feuds matches, what are you seeing? I don't know. I think they should do... if you're going to... Listen, if Ilya wins, I think you go all in, pardon the pun, on this Ilya Dragunov versus Will Ospreay thing. I think that would build a lot of excitement for the October 6th show at Grand Slam. Maybe you make it that Ilya says, I'm going to do it at Grand Slam. I know the next pay-per-view is technically All Out, but we'll see. Wrestle Dynasty, yeah, I mean, it didn't do well. Was there 17,000 people there? I'm not going. I don't think he wins it. If he appears, it would be an awesome idea if someone besides MJF or Andrade wins, but it won't be Ilya. I don't think MJF or Andrade win. I think they cost each other the match. TNA is the best, but AEW has the best roster, good pay-per-views, but WWE doesn't really have anything going for it. What do y'all think? I mean, as far as the best, it's all subjective. I think roster-wise, you could make the argument that either WWE or AEW have the best. I think WWE's roster is world-class. It is talented. And you could definitely make the case that it is better than AEW's, pound for pound. I don't think they're used like that. That's where the difference is. I think AEW gets more, creative, better promos, more storytelling, better storytelling, all that from their wrestlers than WWE does. But that's by design. WWE does not. Again, they're creating content. They don't care about stories. It should have been Jay White versus Moxley at All In London this Sunday. I think that was a mistake. TK should put a singles title on the Switchblade. If not, he's wasting his time in AEW. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I think they got to, at some point, put the belt on him. Or put a belt on him. But just has not happened. Injuries have been a major part of that throughout his run in AEW. I also, I mean, like, look at the way some people are being used in WWE. I don't. Again, I would hope that I'm wrong, and I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I just do not. I cannot imagine how Jay White would be used in WWE. Sheamus for the gauntlet. I could see that. Remember last year, the Young Bucks lost the All In match and then pulled up to Dynamite in an Uber. Yep. Yo, that was crazy. They might cost each other the match. If TK does it, most likely someone else has to win the gauntlet. Yeah. I think it'll be Ilya. MLW is the number 3 promotion right now. I mean, it depends. It depends what you mean. I mean, they are still sitting on that WWE money from the from the lawsuit. Like, so they have, like, tens of millions of dollars in the bank, theoretically. I don't know how well they've spent that or how much of that they've spent, but I would imagine they're more liquid than TNA. So from a monetary standpoint, you might be right. But like in a popularity standpoint, I mean, it is pretty clearly in the United States. It is pretty clearly TNA. Kyle Fletcher needs to be moved to the rural title picture. I think. Oh, the world title picture. I think he loses his belt. I could see that happening. If McGinnis wins, we fucking right. He's gonna win. Nigel's gonna win that match. I don't know what to tell you. Tony is going in for the sweep of like feel good moments. All in Wembley. Like Tony has a philosophy around booking these Wembley shows. He wants them to be feel good. He really wants them to be feel good. He wants them to have a happy ending every time. That's the way he's always booked Wembley shows. And I think that's the way he's going to continue to do it. Because he wants Wembley to be really All In. He always wants All In to be the big happy ending. Anyone watch Raw? Was it good? I haven't watched a lot of it. I did watch the opening, which was it was a promo package between Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and the Usos, which was, good when LA Knight and Solo were doing that thing, and it got shit when Jay was like, "This your warning shot." Like that wasn't great. And then I saw the Oba Braun stuff was really good. The Oba Braun stuff was really good. Yeah. Perfect encapsulation of Tony's booking of those different shows. All in, happy, fun, la la la. All that. And then, All Out is just death. That's a pretty good way of putting it. Swerve Day. That's pretty good. Swerve Day. I think Who Day is like another one they probably might do. Don't take me wrong. Love the UK. Live there. But but McGinnis shouldn't even be in the tournament. Oh, come on. No. Give Nigel a chance, man. Give Nigel a chance. I'm more upset that he's not going to be on commentary for this show. If he's not going to be on commentary, then what are we doing? Sorry, I watched Raw. It didn't give me any interest. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a hater. But damn, I just feel like it's not interesting. Yeah, I don't blame you. I did think the Braun and Oba stuff was really good. The biggest question for All In, does Willow retain or does Mercedes finally win the AEW world title? I'm 50-50. I am of the opinion that I think they will probably end up having Mercedes somehow, some way win. I think what they should do is do the double turn and have Willow retain. It's going to be a hard thing to execute, but I would have them do a double turn and have Willow retain and then build Mercedes up for the rematch as the conquering babyface. And if you want to hear more about how that happens, I talked all about it over on youtube.com/WrestleVibes. But yeah, I mean, that match is like probably the hardest, most difficult one to predict. This your warning, Shadows. Bow. Man. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, Jay's promos have really gotten bad. Am I the only one who thinks that? Am I the only one who thinks that Jay's promos were like dog shit? Like they've progressively gotten worse over time. I even thought his promos last year were like, like okay, there was something there. Now it's just like, what's going on, Oos? I don't know, man. Like he just like he's kind of like whiny. He's kind of whiny during his promos. This your warning, Shadows. Bow. Like he sounds like Will Smith when you guys remember that episode of Fresh Prince where Will's dad abandons him for the second time, and he goes, "How come he don't want me, man?" Like he sounds like that, but every promo. Wallahi, tell me I'm lying. Wallahi. Jay had one good promo last year. Oh, are you talking about the one against Gunther? Yeah. My boy Jay. Well, not my boy Jay. Bro, he has not been the same, man. He has not been the same guy. It's been a while, too. That's your warning, Shadows. Bow! Enough warning shots, Oos. It would make more sense if Monet lost and was forced to face her own mistakes and demons. Yeah, that's the story I assumed they were going to tell, but they didn't end up going down that road, which was kind of strange. I mean, again, I like what they've done with Willow and Mercedes, but certainly could have done better and more. Jay is a meme wrestler. It is crazy. He won the Royal Rumble last year, guys. Jay Uso won the Royal Rumble last year. And now even you have even some like Fed heads, some like TKO representatives who will tell you that Jay is a meme wrestler at this point. It's insane. It's freaking wild. I don't know what to say. Quite frankly, it's a sad state of affairs for Jimmy and Jay. But, I mean, Yeet is over. It's still over. The fans still looking. It's just me, Oos. Day one-ish. Oh, man. But, again, I also think, like, it depends, man. Like, if you're a fan of pro wrestling, then then, of course, like, Jay Uso probably isn't for you. But if you're a WWE fan, like, again, I've spoken to WWE fans who like watch nothing but WWE, who like started watching the product just a couple of years ago. Like there was a big resurgence in new fans back in 2022. And the way those fans perceive pro wrestling the way we do is very different, because they didn't see what pro wrestling, traditionally is and has been. They only see what WWE is. And like, it's cool, it's flashy sometimes, but I think that's why. Like they don't know. A lot of people just do not fundamentally know what wrestling outside of WWE looks like consistently. Even I didn't for a while. Like when I started watching consistently back in 2004 and up until like 2010, I didn't really see a lot of wrestling outside of TNA, and like TNA was my first foray in there. And like the second I started watching New Japan, the second I started watching Ring of Honor, like I was like, whoa. What do we have going on here? It was crazy. But yeah, I do think that there's just a difference in the fandom. So true. We need Omer to red pill them. Oh, I'm not red pilling anyone. I don't red pill. I truth pill. Omer, fish and chips or Sunday roast in full English? Well, considering the full English, I'm pretty sure the full English breakfast has like pork in it, so I can't eat that. Also, wait, full English is bean. I'm not eating no fucking beans. The fuck I look like? No, fish and chips all day. Fucking beans. How do you fumble Mariah May? You want to watch? You want to find out how to fumble Mariah May? Watch Friday Night SmackDown every week. Yeah. Answer is pretty clear. AEW fans will watch all wrestling. WWE fans only watch WWE. Yep. It's mostly because AEW fans are wrestling fans, while WWE fans are WWE fans. It's not inherently a bad thing. It's just what it is. Mariah May wasn't that good without Toni Storm. Ooh. Are the people ready for that? Are the people ready? No, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think Mariah May is fantastic. Solo on the rise. Yo, so yeah, I listen. The vibes from Solo have been good the past couple of weeks. I got to admit that. The vibes have been pretty good from Solo Sikoa. Solo, I love you. What do you get? What? That's Cap. What's Cap? That she was good outside of Tony? Yeah, she was good. I liked her stuff with Thunder Rosa. I liked what she was doing as champion. She was having baller matches. She got better and better every week on the mic. That Toni Storm mediocre promo will haunt Mariah May forever. Oh my god. That was it was low key. It was like it was a little bit of the Mox effect. Johnny Gargano's getting punished every week. Sad. Oh, well, speaking of Johnny Gargano, if you guys want to learn more about Johnny Gargano, his situation, what's going on, and where I think this could be going, I have a new video essay out. Just hot off the presses today. The downfall of Johnny Gargano in WWE. Go check that out over at youtube.com/WrestleVibes. The downfall of Johnny Gargano. You were a big TNA fan years ago. That's good. Me too. November 2005 to November 2000. Basically, the entire time that Christian Cage was there is what you're telling me. Because like he went back to the Fed around that time when the Main Event Mafia was popping off. But yeah, no. Oh my goodness. Like for me, it was like that was the peak TNA for sure. Like it was 2005. Even it was. I mean, oh man, when Hogan came in, that it was. It really went downhill when Hogan came in, didn't it? That was so bad. Like, they got rid of the 6-sided ring, and okay, that was bad enough. And then it just became like a cesspool of former WWE guys. And the show did lose luster. I liked some stuff. You know, I liked the stuff they did with the Aces and Eights for a little bit until the Brooke Hogan stuff. That, again, more Hulk Hogan stuff. And then I enjoyed the rise of EC3. I thought that was a really fun story they told. And like that, Broken Matt Hardy, like they had some good ones, but oh man, yeah, no. Post Broken Matt, that was bad. Those were the dark years of TNA. Those were not good-os. My favorite wrestler to watch in WWE's Ilya Dragunov. Wonder, what he's up to now on SmackDown. He is gone from WWE, my friend. He will be in AEW pretty soon. They used to pull $2 million an episode. I don't know if they ever. I mean, maybe they did at some point, but they were certainly pulling over $1 million, well over $1 million. I mean, and that was also a different era in TV. Like Raw was pulling almost $3 million at that point. But yeah, this is another thing that I don't know. Again, this is like the thing that people aren't ready to talk about, but maybe we talk about it a little bit. You guys want to hear something kind of wild that, like, again, not many people are ready to hear, I think. AEW now in the ratings is probably as close to WWE as they've ever been as far as the ratings go. Because, and I know people are going to be like, what are you talking about with this bullshit, whatever. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out, chat. Here's the ratings. Here are the ratings by every quarter, right? And if you look at Dynamite, right, when they hit their peak in 2021 and 2022, they were at about 1 million, right? Hovering about 1,900,000. But Raw was at 1.6, 1.7, 1.8 million. So nearly double, right? SmackDown was over double. Yet now we're looking at a place where Raw is probably doing somewhere around 1 million viewers. Like right around 1 million viewers live a week. SmackDown is where we know what they're doing. They're doing right now like 1.2 million, 1.3 million on a good week. Meanwhile, Dynamite is sitting over here at 700,000, 600 something thousand. Like they're only they're a couple 100,000 off. And like that's just the reality of it. And people will lose their minds at this, but the truth is that Dynamite right now is as close to WWE ratings as they've ever been. I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that people just are cutting the cord generally across television. Homer, just say both companies are doing bad ratings. I mean, it depends what you consider bad ratings. I mean, I think doing 1 million live viewers is good. But, I mean, it is what it is. But it is kind of crazy to think about. It's just wild to think about. Because even then, like, even like when Dynamite was probably at its, I think this is the second lowest quarter. No, 2025 was the lowest quarter. I think they made, yeah, that was crazy. When they were hitting those 400s, people were like, oh man, it's cooked. GG. But yeah, even then it was 500,000. And like, you look here, like over 1 million. Like, bro, I'm telling you, chat. People aren't ready to have this conversation. People are not ready. Shout out to Brandon Thurston. Shout out to WrestleNomics for all this data. We love data. We stand Brandon. Tweet at Brandon Thurston and tell him to come on the stream. Tweet at Brandon Thurston and tell him to come on the show. Well, we don't know what HBO numbers are, so it's hard to say. Okay, come on. All right, that's a quintessential Brandon Thurston line. I mean, yeah, I would imagine if we want to do an estimate, I would say like anywhere between 100 to 250,000 probably watch there. And like, I mean, 250,000 probably the high, and like 100 is like probably what we can conservatively say. But I would imagine somewhere in between there to watch live on Max. I wonder how many Americans with a VPN just watch in my AEW. That's what I do. Because you get the uncensored version. You ready for the New Day's debut at All In? It's going to be really interesting for them to bring him in a swerve. Oh my God, I can't speak right now. I'm so tired, guys. Bully Ray is the world champion. Sucked ass. I don't care what nobody says. He's not a good singles wrestler at all. He just says stupid stuff, nothing of substance. Do you know who I am? Tony was shitting himself at 400,000. Hey man, don't call it a comeback, because do call it a comeback. They come back pretty hard in their ratings. What's your beef with Moose? Oh, with Moose? I don't have beef with Moose. I just think he sucks. I just think he sucks. I think he's terrible. I think he's a bit of a bootlicker. I don't know him personally. I'm not gonna speak on his, about his, how he is personally or whatever with people, because I've never met him. But one thing I do know about Batman Quinn is that he has a bit of a history. But that's all I'll say. He was suspended for reasons. That's all I'll say. Google it. But yeah, I am ready for the New Day's debut. What's TNA doing right now? Right, they're doing pretty well. Their ratings are up quarter to quarter. You can see it right here in red. Right here. You see this column right here? This is the TNA column. So if we scroll down, you'll see they're at 229 in their first quarter, 200,000 in their second quarter, and then in the third quarter, they hit 241. Pretty good for them. It's pretty good for them. Good quarter-over-quarter increase. To be honest, AEW has more stars right now. Ospreay, Omega, MJF, Swerve, Mox, Lashley, Edge, Fletcher, Okada, FTR, Motor City Machine Guns, New Day, Young Bucks, Timeless, Tony Storm, Mercedes. Yeah, they do. That is a lot of star power. Wonder who will win the spelling contest, Moose or Tony Atlas? Gotta get that Tony Atlas laugh on the thing. What's your beef with Moses? I got no beef with Musa alayhi salam. I got no beef with Musa, bro. Shout out to Musa alayhi salam. Anyway, I don't even know. You guys want to talk about AEW Wembley tickets? Ticket sales? WrestleTix? Let's pull up the WrestleTix and see where we are. I believe my good friend over at WrestleTix did give a bit of an update on where we are as far as WrestleTix go for All in Wembley Stadium. So here we go. AEW All in London, Sunday, 30th of August, 2026, at approximately 16:30. Wembley Stadium, London. Available tickets 3,468. Current setup 45,304. Tickets distributed 41,836. Plus 1,800 since the last update 5 days ago. Days until show 7. Kenny Omega versus William Ospreay III, Reginald Esquire DDS. Total number of seats on map 93,556. Rewind 25th of August 2024, all in 53,922. This show is being tracked on the Platinum Tracker sheet, the tab next to the Platinum Tracker tab. Upgrade here to see results, to see regular updates, excuse me, on it. Resale 342, cheapest ticket standard admission, £31,000 and 70. New additions highlighted below. You can see here. Take a map. You can see in green they added some new seats. Nothing on the lower bowl hard cam side is sold. They have sold some 200 and 300 level seats on the hard cam side. I will be sitting in. You can't really see it, but I will be sitting in the section opposite the stage. That's where myself and Kenny Baum will be, and it'll be a fun time. Ospreay is the only Brit talking in a proper street accent. The rest of you sound like you. The rest sound like you. Yeah, pretty much. Think they'll get to about where they were last year, around 55,000. I think they'll get to 45, certainly. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know if they hit 50. I don't know, but regardless, it's a pretty good. It is a pretty good atmosphere that they're gonna have there. It's a damn shame. We're excited for All in WrestleMania. Now I know who's gonna win at Wembley, but damn, just atmosphere is good. Yeah, I mean they literally sold me a ticket with that segment with Kenny and Ospreay. Keep going, Omar, and I'm calling Benny on you, bro. Benny who? Who's Benny? Benny Hanna? Benny fucking Hanna? No. They're gonna open up the lower bowl side because Omar's about to take it. Yo, if they do open up that side, I will actually be pissed. I will actually be like shoot pissed if they open it up. Like, bro, fuck CM Punk, Tony. You gotta worry about me, bro. No, I'm just playing, bro. Just playing. Don't kick me out. You sound like the LARPing guy from the movie Role Models. Oh yes. Wait. A Minotaur. I'm mad. I knew exactly who you were talking about, bro. I'm mad I knew exactly who you were talking about. By gosh. A Minotaur. Wait. Nah, now I gotta pull that up. Yo, that the fact that I knew that's what you were talking about is insane to me. Wait, oh, I gotta find it. I gotta find it so I don't get copyrighted. Here we go. I found it, chat. I'm still gonna get copyrighted, but it's okay.
I can't believe my eyes. A Minotaur.
Yo, wait, that is actually crazy.
I can't believe my eyes. A Minotaur.
Yo, chill, bro. Bro cooked me for that. That's crazy. Homer is a professional LARPer. All right. Enough of that. Enough of that, chat. Benny from TNA Impact, the video game. It's not ringing any bells. It's not ringing any bells. Just like you guys aren't hitting that thumbs up. 32 of you watching, only 18 likes. Let's get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Come on. Come on, baby. As Chris Jericho would say, come on, baby. Get to the Capitol, baby. I mean, whoa. Jericho, whoa. Hey, come on now. Christopher Irvine. Oh, man, what else is going on? Let's see what else is going on in the wacky, wild world of professional wrestling. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. There's no news. My bad. English is my third language. It's technically my second. Right after Urdu. I mean, you could probably I could make a case as my third. Hindi. Because I mean, Urdu and Hindi are very similar. Umar is a Fed. Yeah, totally. I'm a Fed. And as a real Fed, I'm gonna grift hard. Give me your money, chat. Give me your money if you want me to grift harder. I will grift to whatever you say. Just give me money. My name is Enes Kanter, and I will be whatever the federal government tells me to be. My name is Enes Kanter, and I will ignore genocide in Palestine and glaze Israel to no end and distract people from the fact that gas prices have increased. Distract people from the fact that groceries are more expensive than they were even just 2 years ago. Distract people from the fact that the economy is going to shit, that we're in a needless war with Iran. Distract people from everything else that's important. And let's talk about me, Enes Kanter, playing in the NBA. Ooh, you caught me. Where's that? What's that? Breaking Bad? Ha, you caught me. Yeah, that's me right now. I want Fletcher to hold the international championship title until he's ready to face his teacher, Ospreay, for the world title at World's End. That could be dope. We got Penta versus Rey Fenix. That is set. How much are eggs where I live? I don't know. Probably. Well, are you from the UK? I assume you are. Just made my point. Omer proved he is a Fed. Yes, I am a Fed. I'm a Fed. Give me monies. I am a Fed. I'm a Fed. No, actually, you want me to be a Fed? I'll be a Fed. Hi, my name is Dave Rubin, and the temperature of ideas here are getting very, very hot. Yeah, they're both are in a row. Like, come on. Yeah, I went dog. If I was a Fed, I'd be a dog shit Fed. Let me tell you. There are 9 matches booked for All In. You think there will be any more? I'm surprised there's no ladies gauntlet. There will be no ladies gauntlet. I assume there will be like some sort of women's multi-women's match for the TBS title. And then probably another match. Big Boom AJ. I assume Big Boom AJ will get booked to the show at some point. Anybody else kind of think it's weird we haven't seen Omega versus Allen yet? Have we not seen Darby versus Kenny? Have we not seen that? I mean, I assume we've seen it in some variation of a tag. Oh. Oh, you're right. We haven't seen that. I mean, you know what's crazier? We only got that one match between Brian and Kenny. Oh, that still gets me. Oh, it still gets me. Oh, my God. Tony, you fumbled. Tony, you fumbled. I wanted to see Brian and Kenny have a... Tony, you fumbled, man. Brian, come back, bro. One more match. Brian, I need you to come back for one more match before Kenny retires. Listen to me. Listen to the sound of my voice. You handsome, sexy, gorgeous man. American Dragon. I need you to come out of retirement. I need you to do what you got to do. Triple, quadruple, quintuple neck fusion surgery. Do it. Get it done. Get it fixed. Then come back and face the greatest wrestler of his generation in Kenny Omega and beat him. Whoop that Canadian ass all across the pavement. Prove that you are the one. Prove that you are the greatest of all time. Prove that you are the fucking American Dragon, Brian. A Dave Rubin reference. Yeah, I know. In the year of People's Lord 2026. Crazy. Who would go over? I would say Kenny. I mean, depends on the feud. If Darby versus Kenny is built up, I could see Darby going over. Big Boom AJ will be at the buy-in, probably. Am I the only one who thinks everyone is sleeping on Speedball's in-ring ability? Him, Fletcher, and Commander are guaranteed bangers every week. I don't think anyone who's sleeping on Speedball's in-ring ability needs a doctor's help. You're in a coma at that point. But no, I think that everything is great with him in-ring. I think it's the promos that are not great. He needs to work on his promos. Anyway. Shoo-wee-you. All right, guys. You didn't comment on Rovert. Listen, I'll be very honest with you. I knew of his existence. I was not I didn't follow his account. I wasn't privy to a lot. A lot of the stuff I know about Rovert comes from the things I've seen and heard about him over the past couple of days. I don't know. I still don't think I know enough to comment about whatever. He has passed away. My condolences genuinely to his family and anyone who loved and cared about him. But yeah, that's all I feel comfortable saying about that situation. I was not aware really. Again, tangentially aware of the existence of the account. Didn't really follow it and know what was going on there. But yeah, my condolences to his family. Big Boom AJ, and I'll deliver another classic 7-star match. I think you mean a 7-boom match. Boom, 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 boom. God help us. Fair enough, Homer. R.I.P. Robert. He's a human at the end of the day, aren't we all? By the way, today's Mike Bailey's vlog, he had his front tooth knocked out completely. Yo, that's crazy. Shout out to Mike Bailey. Cooking, bro. Cooking. Wrestling through adversity. Man. All right, guys. I am tired. It is about 9:30 where I'm at. Your boy has a long week ahead of him. He's got work. He's got to do a lot of work before he goes to Wembley, and then he's going to get to Wembley. I will be doing a live show with Kenny Baum in London. We will be live streaming from London at some location. Not sure yet where. It will either be in the hotel or it will be live at Wembley Stadium, depending on the Wi-Fi situation. I'll have to check that out beforehand. But we'll be doing a show there. It's going to be fun. If you're going to be at All In, by the way, come say hi. Come say hello. Hit us up on Twitter. We'll more than happy to meet people, but cannot wait. Blessed to be able to do this. Blessed to be able to cover professional wrestling in my free time, and blessed to have all of you wonderful people to keep me sane as I navigate the waters that are life. Remember to take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, take care period. Till next time, I'm Big Ohm. Be happy, be healthy, and as always, keep it real.
Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift. Rolling all night like flex. We look at the clips, these credits are lit. Stacking miles, I'm far away from home. I got what I wish for. Taking that risk, I'm checking my list. Marathon man, it's run legit. Can't let it slip when it's all in my grip. Talking too much, he probably not.